It is 4 a.m. in Rome, and while there are still several hours before the first cappuccino is served, Elisa Gambino is up and chasing her dream: perfect pasta. Elisa's passion for pasta runs as deep as her Italian heritage and was nurtured by 15 years living in Italy.
When I was a teenager, my family moved to Rome, and I ended up staying there and living there and working there as a journalist. I had to travel a lot for my job, but the one thing that I always looked forward to whenever I traveled was going back to Rome and eating at all my favorite restaurants and going to the markets and the gourmet shops.
As an Emmy Award-winning field producer, even working in combat zones or covering revolutions in faraway locales could not deter her love of authentic Italian food. Elisa was famous among her colleagues for traveling with her own Italian kitchen. And when demand for dinner outpaced her hot plate, she took over the hotel's kitchen and staff.
The most memorable time was in Amman, Jordan, and I made dinner for 45 people. People from all the networks were coming over to get their pasta, and I think it raised everyone's spirits.
The line seems to be moving right along here.
I have a little bit of everything.
Here you can eat. I sit next to the cook as well.
CNN knows how to live. This is great.
I always tried to make difficult situations a little less threatening by providing a good meal at the end of some very bad days.
And there were bad days.
Journalists were taken down a road not used by the military, and bandits robbed the press and their minders.
I have with me today Elisa Gambino, a producer for CNN, who was indeed down in the Basra area overnight.
Last night around 8:30, we were ambushed on the road about a half an hour outside of Basra by 4 masked gunmen with
At a certain point, it's just time for a desk job. We moved to Atlanta, and I began my search, and I started looking everywhere for that pasta that I had always had when I was living in Italy, and I couldn't find it. And I was so frustrated because so much of the food that we eat here, the so-called Italian food, isn't Italian. It's just over-sauced imitations of the kind of food that I had when I was living in Italy. And so I thought maybe there was a need for it here, and that maybe if I made it, people could enjoy it.
Elisa left CNN and made the trip back to Italy in 2002 to learn the art of pasta making and bring the knowledge to Atlanta. Her daughter Sophia showed her the way.
My kids were born in Italy, and Sophia just loved the ravioli from this one store, and she wanted to eat it every single day. And so we found out who was making that ravioli, and it was the Gambino family.
The Gambironis represent a long tradition of gourmet pasta making in Italy and opened their vault of secrets on her many trips back to Italy over the course of the next year.
And they taught me how to make the pasta in the way that they've been making it for 3 generations. And the cheeses are so delicious that they would be at home on the most beautiful cheese plate, and yet these are the kind of cheeses that they put in their pasta. Need some muscle to work in here. Okay, come on, you guys.
Back in Atlanta's West Side district, Elisa converted an old warehouse into an authentic pasta shop. And for the finishing touches, Elisa brought Tony Gambironi's sister, also named Elisa, over from Italy. Via Elisa fresh pasta was ready to go. When Via Elisa opened in October 2002, the buzz was instantaneous. Elisa's pasta immediately attracted the interest of some of Atlanta's best restaurants.
I think what makes the pasta special is Elisa herself. I think she's extremely passionate about what she's doing. She's single-minded in her approach to making pasta, that it's the quality of the ingredients, the hands-on approach to making the pasta, and all of that comes through in the taste.
Excellent press notices soon followed. Via Elisa was rated the best place to buy fresh pasta by Atlanta Magazine. John Kessler of the Atlanta Journal-Constitution wrote of Via Elisa pasta, "I don't think I can live without it." A devoted customer base began to grow.
I think one of the reasons that they keep coming back is because they understand that this pasta is authentic, and that I try very hard to stay true to the methods and to the ingredients that I used in Italy.